Hey, what's up everybody? ESAM here bringing you another video. This one going to be a set analysis of me versus Ally at Civil War. So I know I've been doing a lot of set analyses, but I figured people would want to know like why I was doing the things I was doing with Mewtwo, why I chose Samus, why I was doing the things I was doing with Samus, why it was seeming to work super well. And so first off, I want to go like over the analysis. So I was playing with MVD for like 2 or 3 hours the night before, and then like an hour like during this day, so Sunday, just to kind of like go over. It's like, oh, you know, also I'm gonna make this a little smaller so it like matches the thing. Cool. So it was that, and then also the fact that it was like, you know, I didn't want to go Pikachu because while I can beat him with Pikachu, it's very difficult, and I consistently lose, rather, to Mario's with Pikachu, so I was like, I'm going to go Mewtwo or Samus. You know, Samus has been really obnoxious for MVD when we've been playing, but Mewtwo's also obnoxious and obviously a better character overall, but, you know, I figured, you know, my Samus is better than my Mewtwo, so if my Mewtwo doesn't work, which is what I'm going to do game 1, I'll just go Samus and try that, and plus, like, every Mario and every, Samus says that's an even matchup, so I was like, whatever, man. I don't necessarily believe them 100%, but, you know, let's go with it. And then, obviously, the more I played it, the more I actually believed that it was an even matchup. And so let's just get started. So the audio for the set is obviously muted because I don't want to hear over the commentary. So game 1, so pretty much what I'm going to be doing this whole set is playing backup and then punishing disadvantage. And that's all I'm going to be doing the whole time. You know, I don't really want to push too hard, so I get these back throws, and, you know, I could down throw, maybe get some more damage, but I'm just, you know, trying to stay away from the down tilt, up tilt, or up air. You know, just get some damage. And again, I'm just playing very safe. I don't want him to hit me. I'm trying really hard not to overcommit. It's scary to shoot Shadow Balls a lot in this matchup just because of the fact that he has Cape, and Cape can actually kill. Like, if I threw the full Shadow Ball right now and he caped it, I would probably die. I actually didn't expect that back here to hit. So I was like, okay, whatever. But he actually hits me for it. So that puts me in the corner. So he actually reads that double jump really well. He reads the air dodge, but doesn't read the direction that I do that. I read the ledge jump there. And I get the down air, which I love doing that, honestly. Like, that's one of my favorite things. So he doesn't have a double jump there, so I try to shoot Shadow Ball, but it doesn't land. And I go for a really greedy forward smash because, you know, I like doing that very early, just to kind of like show it's like, hey, I will do this, so be careful. And then he actually goes for a jab block there, but I knew it wasn't going to work because the down slant of Lilat, so, you know. People are like, oh my god, Lilat! It's like, well, he decided to go to the stage as well. I actually really like the stage as Mewtwo. I counterpick here a lot just because obviously I can go Pikachu, but if Mario's will stay Mario, I can just go Mewtwo for it. So again, I'm playing really good keep away in my opinion. Like, I was really happy with how I was playing. That Nair was unfortunate. You know, it didn't actually keep him in the whole move. I could have forwarded him and killed him, but I don't think I get hit the rest of the stock because I just kind of run it up throw him here. Because Ally loves to run and shield. So I figured, like, you know what, I'll just go for the up throw. He actually goes for a forward smash, but it doesn't work because I just grab him out of it. So, because I super overcommitted to the grab. So I'm up and I'm pretty happy with this, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just play passive. I'm rolling a lot just because Mewtwo's roll, it's really hard for Mario to chase down just because it's really fast and it goes really far. So again, I get more forwarders. I'm just slowly getting some more damage. That was actually unfortunate. I meant to just kind of dash away and like turn around and jump, but I missed my jump button, so I go into the long turnaround animation, which gives Ally a lot of stage position, and I kind of get scared. Either way, I get some more damage, so I'm really happy with this right now because I'm playing this really perfectly in my opinion, and I'm doing my punishes out of shield. That I missed the forward air, but either way, I don't get punished for it. He punishes the Shadow Ball attempt. And, like, I have him at, like, 60%. To me, this is chilling. I'm doing this, like, perfectly, in my opinion. He goes for an up smash. I don't even think that would have killed at 84 with that little rage. So, you know, I was, like, whatever. I meant to turn around and fair there. That actually would have hit him, which was unfortunate, but I get the back air instead. So that misses. But either way, I'm still chilling. I get the back throw, so I'm like, yo, I'm playing this super well. I got this. Let's go. I got this. And I noticed, you know, a lot of times what I'll do when Mario's throw Fireball like this is I'll actually wait for them to, like, if they go above me, I'll just Power Shield and up smash them, but I noticed that Ally kind of, like, drifted back, so I was like, whatever, I'll just go for the fair, but I miss, you know, slightly misspaced. That Cape kind of messed up my movement and stuff, but so I ended up going for a punish. I think I could have forward tilted him out of shield there, but I don't get it, and I'm pretty sure he kills me here because I tried to Nair on stage. Yeah, so that was just... you know, that was also Lilat because the Nair would have hit him, but the fact that he went from high to under me just because of the slant. So that was actually really good. So I was like, whatever, I still got this. Because again, in my opinion, I'm still playing really well. You know, I'm playing passive. He gets the hit, but not a big deal yet. He gets me off stage. I hate Flood in this matchup. Flood is obnoxious. Flood is just obnoxious all the time. So there I actually should have shielded, but I try to go aggressive. I try to, like, hit him out of the air with a forward air, and you can actually see the startup of the claw. So you see that's the start of a forward air, because I thought he was going to like super landing forward air, but he did a little earlier than I expected. So he gets in, and I start getting a little nervous just because Mario does stuff. You know, he got me at 59%, but I'm like, whatever, I can still do this. Landing down air is fine, you know, just getting to safety. At this point, I should have been playing not on the edge because of down throw forward air, the threat of it. You know, everything else at this point is going to be fine. So I get a dash attack. So again, I'm getting him really close to up throw percent, which is going to be, I think it's like 126 on Mario or something like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm chilling. You know, only a few more hits and then I'm good. So he gets the bar back here there. So he he reads the fact that I'm going to jump just because I jumped a few times. So that was really good by him. And then he reads the forward air and gets that. So actually, the reason I did this was I thought, so in my head I saw the down throw and I'm like, DI out. But I actually didn't get the DI out. So, but I'm assuming I did in my head. And so I thought it was going to forward smash me because Ally loves down throw immediate forward smash. And so I'm like, okay, let me air dodge it. And so I didn't react to the DI, and I didn't react to the fact that he jumped. And so he gets the forward air, which was unfortunate for me, obviously. And he started like reading more so my movement, that stock. So I was like, okay, let me just kind of, so I was thinking, obviously this thought took a long time. I'm going to skip forward, obviously. So I'm like, okay, I can't do it with Mewtwo because I was doing really well. You know, I was doing really, really well with Mewtwo. I was doing better than I expected, you know. I honestly expected to lose game one just because he's really good against Mewtwo. He bodied Rich Brown and he bodied Abadongo at Genesis. So I'm like, whatever, you know, I'm probably going to lose and then I'll just go Samus. But I was doing really, really well. And then I got spiked and I'm like, okay, well, I was doing well. So should I stay Mewtwo? But no, because he was starting to read me a little more. So let me just go Samus. Because again, Samus can play passive, and we actually mapped out the stages that I wanted to go as Mewtwo and Samus, me and MVD, and FD was one of the ones that I really enjoy Samus on, just because I have the ground control with forward tilt, and Zaire that is also ground control, even though it's technically air control, so that's really nice. But so I go Samus, and I was just like, let's go, I got this. Obviously, I know TK was doubting, he was like, but Samus? Like, why can't you at least go your main? It's like, because my main always loses to Mario. Yeah, dummy! And so again, similar concept, I'm just going to stay away. You see me backdashing a lot. I tried to punish the landing there with dash attack, but I don't end up getting it. But I get the grab there, down throw forward air is going to be about like 18%. So it's not a lot, but it's something, you know. Because obviously in this matchup, shield is very good because Samus's grab is really slow and kind of mediocre. So, you know, any chance you can get for damage is good. It's one of those things like you just have to throw it out occasionally. I go for a jump read there because whatever. You know, I might as well like start scaring him into like specific situations so I can go and edge trap him. So he doesn't want to recover high essentially. So he gets that roll read and down throw up air, and he gets down throw up smash there. That actually just straight comboed, which was annoying. And so again, I'm winning at this point, so I'm losing at this point. But either way, like I know that Samus can just rack up a bunch of damage, and at this point, this is the part where Mario will start getting less and less off of his hits. So I wasn't too concerned. He kept trying to jump when I was on the edge, which was like questionable by him, but I'll take it. And that should have ended up be at a shield. You know, every single time Mario hits Samus' shield, it can just be up at a shield with literally anything except for forward smash, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe up smash. So I get dash attack. So I'm fine with his dash attack missing. I'm just trying to get back to center, honestly. Like, that's one of the things. So, like, if he punished it, whatever, but he didn't. So he's getting me that the fireball down smash doesn't quite work because it hits me a little higher than he expected, I'm pretty sure. So higher plus earlier. So I get him off stage here, and I hit his... so that jab was super good. So this whole sequence, in my opinion, was really good. So he gets the... Obviously, I'm backing up every 5 seconds, which is what YouTube does. So I get the back throw, and I do that. So everyone likes to jump air dodge there. So I tried to Zaire jab him, but the Zaire misses, but I still get the jab. So then he has the 50 frames where he can't grab the ledge. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to up tilt. Also, up tilt can 2-frame, so that's good. And so he gets not really far out. I know he doesn't have his jump, and so I go for a Zaire. I figured okay, he might air dodge, but at the same time, you know, a lot of people wait for air dodges there. To try to like go for a double jump there. So I understood why he didn't, you know, in retrospect. So this whole sequence, in my opinion, was really, really good. Up tilt is just also busted. So I get the Zaire, and I'm like, okay, well, you're not going to make it back, but in case you do, let me throw that bomb. And I'm like, whatever. Like, you literally see me in the player cam, just be like, okay, whatever. So, you know, I was pretty happy about that at the moment. So I have the lead now, which is great because now I can super play passive, and I'm not worried about it. And also the threat of Shine Spark. I'm pretty sure he's been Shine Spark before, or at least knows what it is, so he was kind of worried about it. I think I ended up going for it a few times, but... Well, I actually could have done it there, but I didn't. I'm not sure if it would have killed. I don't know the Shine Spark percents yet. I'm sure since I'm going to play Samus more in this matchup, I'll learn them. So that was really bad by me because one of the things I was like looking out for the whole set was don't jump into him at all throughout the set. So I jump into him and I back air, at least a death percent. So we trade, so that's still decent percent, but I die, and that's not a good look. Zero dash attack not comboing there. He trades back here with forward tilt. And so I was, again, playing slow and steady. And I know that half charge beam beats fireball and then can go through it. So if he does a bad fireball, I can punish him for it. I didn't punish him here, but, you know, it's still in concept. So I'm like, okay, boop. Because if he landed there, I might have hit him for it, so. Again, I'm not using a lot of uppies right now because I was really scared that I was going to... like, the one bad thing about Samus on FD is the fact that if I uppy and he has Flood, he can just flood me off in Cape, so I was trying to really be careful with uppies. I don't have it. I lose my jump there. You can actually see the double jump bubbles. He actually grabbed my jab there. You can actually see it start coming out. So that's the jab animation. So he grabs me the frame before I'm pretty sure it comes out. I lose my double jump, but either way, the bomb gets me out of there. Samus being heavy and floaty makes it really awkward to combo because she has less hit stun and then moves less far. So I'm able to, like, jump out a lot of times. The dude, short hop nair is so good. And Samus is threatening from both sides when she short hops because of back air and neutral air. Like, back air, obviously, if you're facing behind them, and then neutral air and Zair if you're facing in front. So, jumping while facing forward is actually a little better because you have the threat of Zair, which is long range, and nair, which is close range. But back air is stronger and does more percent, so it's also kind of satisfying to do that. And also, it does a crap ton of shield damage. Like, 2 back airs, and then if I charge shot your beam, your shield's going to break. So that's always something that you have to look out for if you're playing against the Samus, is the threat of shield break. He starts going through these up smashes, and I'm like, okay, whatever, you're staling them. Like, you could have just, like, up tilted me. I try to get center stage, but he catches me there, which was really good. Auto cancels there, and the up throw there is just for positioning. And if he, you know, if I was less antsy, because at this point I was getting pretty scared, because I didn't want to be down 0-2. So at this point I can just kind of sit there, and if he goes above me, I can just up B him, which I didn't there. So he ends up getting the lead back. But again, not a death percent yet, so I'm not super scared. He keeps trying to jump on my ledge options, and I don't do fair there, just so he maybe keeps doing it next time. The dare, I got really lucky that hit, honestly. So at this point, okay, back to zoning. I have kill moves at this percent because I have back air, I have nair, I have charge shot, but either way, more damage is always better. And I don't want to, like, force, like, the biggest problem with Samus now is the fact that she doesn't have reliable kill setups. It's mostly just like, oh, you messed up nair, oh, you messed up back air, oh, you messed up beam. So it's kind of difficult to, like, get kills. Like, she doesn't have, like, a throw confirm. She doesn't have, like, a weak move into a strong move confirm at this point. So it's just, like, I have to just nickel and dime my way, get him off stage, and hopefully kill him with, like, an up tilt on a ledge grab. So that, I don't know if this up smash would have killed, but he just kind of messed up. I ended up just neutral, get up in power shield, get a back throw for off stage. So I'm just like, okay, I'll have you off stage. Let me try to get an up tilt. You can also down tilt the ledge because it goes below it, so it'll actually 2-frame, but down tilt isn't a kill move. That grab was super ballsy because if I missed that, I'm pretty sure I died. So I go for it, I actually get it, and then he actually pummels out right before I up through. So I just like, you know what, charge shot, you know, let me just do it. Dash attack not gonna kill. And so at this point, I'm kind of getting worried because up smash will kill and it's invulnerable, and back throw at the edge will kill. So there, that's why I rolled there. Ally doesn't reverse it. I don't know if that was gonna kill. Does he shake his head? Does he mess up? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he messed up, or he just expected it to hit. I don't know. So at that point, I was breathing out. I'm like, okay, I can do this. So 144, F tilt will start killing. Back air obviously will kill, but he power shields it there. Because the thing is, doing empty aerials isn't super great at Samus because she has no real grab. So again, he starts jumping, and I'm like, okay, man, I got off the ledge for free. I have you at 157. Forward tilt should kill at this point, at least if it's the tipper forward tilt. That was not tipper forward tilt, unfortunately, so it did not kill. But either way, 166. So I know at this point, dash attack, forward tilt, up tilt, you know, a bunch of moves will start killing for Samus. So at this point, I'm just trying to, like, bait him into doing something unsafe, and then I can punish with a really, really fast dash attack. And I figured he was going to dash forward there and not go for up smash immediately, and so I end up getting the dash attack, and I get the game 2. So, yay, I got game 2. And this is going to be a really long video, so I apologize in advance, because, you know, analysis is better than just kind of... But he asks if he can go back to the place that he banned. I'm like, yeah, you can go to the triplat. So I end up staying Samus. You know, I was going to go Mewtwo. I was actually really thinking about it, because Mewtwo's really, really good on Battlefield and Dreamland, but so is Samus. So I stay Samus instead. And that was like, whatever, I'm just going to... And so there you literally see me in the player cam just kind of like... Because I really just wanted to, like, calm. It's like, okay, Eric, stay calm. Okay, just do it. You can do it. Don't get aggressive. Just play your game. And I know, you're like, I know I can win. So game 3. So he starts off pretty strong. So something that I messed up both times this set that this happens, because I think it happens at the beginning of game 4 as well. If he down airs and he hits me, I can just up B it for free, I'm pretty sure. So I didn't do that, but so he gets like a decent amount of damage here. But again, I was like, damn it, okay, so he's doing really well. But either way, I know I can come back because I can just kind of wall him out for a while. And it's crazy that this happened because of the end result of this game. So he already has me at 42, but I'm like, okay, so punish a landing there. You know, dash attack is so good for punishing landings because you go so far because a lot of people don't expect the little burst movement. So how much percent did that do? That did 37%. Dash attack into up air, back air did 37%. Samus does a lot of damage, you know, at early percents especially. So there I see the air dodge and down tilt, again, hits really high. It's very similar. Think of the range of like a Zero Suit down smash. That's going to be where that's going to hit. So that's a good move. You know, it doesn't combo into anything, but it's still damage. I read that he was going to go in there. I go for an air dodge read there. It was funny because I actually talked to Z before the set, and he's like, man, you know, if you get a lot of down throw forwarders, you can probably start going for down throw downers because he's going to air dodge. And so you see, so I do this, and I go for it, and you see me hit him, and then I look at the crowd. So I look at the crowd, and I look at Z, and I'm like, yeah, I did what you said. And so I started nodding my head. I'm like, whatever. So I felt comfortable because I got him to 84. So again, I was just playing really at this point. He kept jumping. I don't know why he kept doing that. I mean, granted, like, you don't want to just sit there because then at that point I'll just wait and then forward air you and probably shield poke you if you have to, because you have to hold shield because there's no way you're going to react to forward air, right? So either way, I was playing pretty comfortably. That almost breaks shield, so I was comfortable with that because at this point I know I can start back airing because it's going to be a low shield. But he actually he went to ledge afterwards, which was actually really smart to him of kind of like regain his shield, but I end up reading the double jump with the back air. Not going to kill though. And I was kind of upset about that because I read the double jump, or I read that, and I read the double jump air dodge, but I angle it and it misses. I think if I angled it, or if I didn't angle it at all, it would have hit. Which was unfortunate. But either way, like, I was still comfortable. I was at 51. I mean, most of that damage was at the beginning of the game. Like, it took, like 42 or something like that? And I go for a really late recovery, because I knew Ally was going to try to stage spike me, because he's losing, and he does that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wait and then up B. And then, like, even then, like, I'll be ready for it if I have to be ready for it, you know? So he gets me to 70, and again, I just go for that. He misses his back air out of shield, and so I up B him, and he's a 127, so he's going to die from a lot of things at this point. And I get a ledge jump with the up tilt, I'm pretty sure. I hit him back off, yeah, with a forward throw. And then I'm pretty sure I just hit him with up tilt. Boop. Yeah, that's so good at covering ledge jump. That move is so strong. So at this point, I'm, like, really comfortable. And watch this. Okay, so I'm at 70%. Watch how much damage I get before I get hit. I'm pretty sure I get him to like 100 the whole time, so I just played perfectly at this point. He just can't get in. Get the throw, down throw forward air, more damage. Still at 70. Dash attack, he doesn't punish it. Up B at a shield, because again, as I mentioned on FD, anytime he hits my shield, pretty much I can do that. I get the dash attack anti-air, and I'm just playing super well, and he's at 58, and at this point, I'm like feeling myself. I'm like, yeah, let's go. So I start going for some air dodge reads, because Samus has some gnarly air dodge reads. Bleh. Because Nair is like super good, and I go for this bomb, it doesn't work. TK actually thought this would spike for some reason. By the way, just in case you guys don't know, up tilt never spikes on the ground unless they're on the ground. It does the pop up, but it never spikes someone off stage. So that was a thing. But again, I get another air dodge read. So I get this bomb, and it hits him off his ledge jump, and then I get another air dodge read, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I actually wanted here, when I grabbed the ledge, to actually go down and beam, but I held down for slightly not long enough. So I ended up grabbing the ledge. I'm like, whatever. So again, still at 70, and I have him to 101%. So at this point, I'm like, I win this game. You know, I wasn't super worried. I tried to get his landing frames there, so I finally get hit for the first time this stock. After he's at 100%. I thought that was going to trump, so I go for some trump back air because I can't really react to it, so I was just kind of going for it. Because a lot of people will get trumped there. And then that should have been a kill, and that was really weird. I don't think he expected me to go back to the ledge, or I think he thought I was going to hold down, and I got that weird landing, and I was like, whatever. So you can literally see me in the player cam, because I'm pretty sure I heard MD go like, what? And I was like, I don't know how that happened. I don't know. But I mean, I'll take it, because that should have been up smash, I'm pretty sure. So again, at this point, playing really solid. I still don't want to overcommit, just because, you know, Mario can do stuff, and he didn't shield there because, again, you can't react to it, and he didn't want to hold it because it was far enough away that he had no threat, like with down tilt or forward smash or something. So that's why I just kind of do it, and, you know, it works. He reads the roll, or reacts to the roll, I don't know, because it's still Samus. That was actually pretty sad, and I hold down there just for a little bit, just because I was actually trying to hold down for longer than that, but I actually stopped holding down at some point because I thought I was just going to go above the ledge, but I actually hit him, get the hit lag, because it's a lot of hit lag, because it's an electric move, and then grab the ledge. So I was like, yo, we take those forward smash on his aggression after, you know, I go for something, boop. No sweet spot, unfortunately, but either way, I was like, okay, I'm still content. Like, I still got this. Go for some Zares. Go for a missile, and I was surprised that hit. I was like, whatever. And then missed the dash attack there. Missed the neutral get up there, which was actually really sad, because I read that. Go for forward tilt. I don't think that one kills. But at this point, Ally looks really... Okay, nice. And I get that because he had to recover pretty far. Surprisingly, he actually drifted back, so he jumped forward and actually so he's moving forward and then he stops moving forward to avoid the Zair, which is good. But then I up tilt him forward because he had to grab the ledge really, really far. So I get it, yay! And then I just. So then at this point he's like, okay, I'll go back, but I might switch. And at this point, you know, I'm starting to like calm myself down. I was like, you know, I can do it. You know, I like feel like I'm about to cry at that point. So I'm like, okay, I got this. He's like, I'm gonna go back to battlefield, and then he might switch. So he almost switched to Marth. Obviously didn't end up switching to Marth, but he was like, I said Marth, and I was like, okay, doesn't like, just don't think about it. You know, I'll figure out my game plan after he clicks start, because I don't mind the Marth Pika or the Marth Samus matchup that much. But either way, so game 4, gonna go into it, back to battlefield. I really don't agree with this pick. I feel like he should have gone to Town and City. But then again, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to know where to go against Samus, because Samus is honestly pretty good on every stage that's not Lylat, but he can't go back to Lylat. So also I would just go Pikachu. So I start getting really, you know, I haven't done this the whole time, so I go for dash attack, up air, nair, and then I go for a downer, because if he air dodges there, he dies. So I was like, whatever, I just go for the 1, and I still get so much damage. Like, again, so I hit him at 0, right? And this is pretty much like a whole disadvantage state. So go for that. I mean, he's technically in advantage here, but he footstooled, so he accidentally footstooled me, so he went so high off of that I actually punish his landing. Like, he throws out a back air to try to hit me off the ledge, but I punish the landing back air with the forward air. So I get 60% on just that, and then he tries to hit my shield, so I go for up B, and at this point I can sense that he's getting frustrated. But either way, I'm just playing so well. The keep away is like so strong. I go for a dash grab there because I thought I was going to land in shield, and I didn't react to the double jump in time. He goes for the forward air, which was actually a signal that he was going to do it later, but I didn't actually notice it at the time. So there I go for an empty jump into a dash attack, because I figured he was going to wait for me to hit him with the back air on a shield, and then wait for me to hit him with the back air on shield and try to do something. So I go for that, and I try to hit like an add a shield option with the back air, but he ends up doing stuff preemptively. But either way, I got stage control, which is fine by me. I thought he was going to honestly tech that, which is why I go for the immediate beam, because that would have hit every tech except no tech, unfortunately. So I go for that. He hits me at an uppy. That's a decent amount of damage, but I DI away so he couldn't get more follow-ups. Floods were a little too far. That nair is punishable easily by dash attack, and I didn't run quite far enough for that nair. At this point, I start throwing out buttons, because Samus' buttons are actually really good versus Mario. And again, he doesn't want to get dash attack because it puts him above me. I get beam, and then I can up beam out of shield, and he has to retreat to a platform, so that's not a good look. So I go for the dash attack there, a little bit farther back. That one, yeah. And I'm just throwing up buttons because I'm expecting him to approach, but he played a little more passive than I expected. Gets me on the ledge, but I'm not super worried. That was a reaction air dodge, because very similar to bouncing fish, how you can react to it, you can also react to Mario's forward air. It's difficult, but you can do it. So that wasn't like a preemptive air dodge. That was a I saw you forward air dodge. That could have been an up B, but I wanted to get out of the corner, and I figured dash attack would hit him. That up smash, again, I'm not worried. Samus is really, really heavy. Like, she's, I think, tied for like the 6th heaviest character in the game, which is why I was super comfortable taking that up smash, because I knew it was like, okay, well, I'm not going to die. And he goes for, I'm pretty sure that was a dash attack read, because the commentators were like, it was a roll read. Granted, I was rolling a lot this set, but I think he expected me to dash attack, and he just wanted to beat it out. But then I punish it with dash attack, and I'm like, okay, you're above me. I kind of overextended there for that follow-up. It was kind of unnecessary, but either way, I have center stage control. He goes for an up smash there, but I kind of knew he was going to do it. That dash attack was actually punishable. Like, he should have, I should be dead there. So that dash attack right there, he can just up smash me for free, but he didn't. He was scared. I don't think he expected me to just do a terrible dash attack like that. So, and I get the nair there. I think that was supposed to be an up. I think that was the start of an up smash out of shield. Nope, he just dropped shield, question mark. Actually, it's hard to tell. Yeah, he just straight up dropped shield. He gets hit by the nair. I think he expected me to do another tomahawk or the empty jump, and that was so good by him. As I mentioned before, it was a signal that he was going to do it earlier when he did it. I just didn't expect that to beat out forward air, but I'm pretty happy with that. I was like, yo, that was so good. So I start, you see me nodding in the player cam. And so I go aggressive at the very beginning, because if I get that dash attack, it's again like 30%, and you know, whatever, I'm still invulnerable, so it's not punishable. And then I still get stage control regardless, because he has to jump away from it. And I get the up B. I don't get the full damage, unfortunately, because I get him with the weird hitbox. And again, go to ledge, because I'm still comfortable playing around the ledge. just because Samus has pretty good options. I go for, again, another down throw forward air. I feel like I just conditioned him really well, I went for grabs very sparingly, but when I went for grabs, I think I got almost every single grab that I did the whole set as Samus. I think I missed like 2. One of them's coming up. So I actually thought I had more beam for some reason, but I didn't. Or that was supposed to be up B, I don't remember. I think it was supposed to be up B and I messed up. But either way, I get the Nair out of shield there, and I notice he get up attack, which I actually remember for later, and I'll mention when. So that happens, bam, Nair, dash attack. I thought that would actually hit, but it didn't. So either way, I'm comfortable. I'm getting more beam, you know, I roll away because I just don't want to be near the edge for any shenanigans with cape or anything like that. So I just try to stay center as much as I can. You know, obviously I do have to back up just because that's the nature of the character and the matchup. So, you know, I do back up here, and I get the Zare, miss the forward tilt, and then I just predict that he's not going to cape because I haven't been throwing beam out much at all, and so I figure, okay, you're not going to react to this one, and so I get that, and I get like 27% or 26% or something like that. It's 25, and so that's really good damage. I get the air dodge read on the dash attack. I try to go for an air there, but he lands with an air instead of an air dodge, and this combo by him was so good. This was amazing by Ally. So I try to panic up B. He gets the cape and reads that. This was so much damage. I got really scared. I had no jump. I tried to get the edge cancel there, but Samus didn't quite have enough aerial momentum. So I got really started panicking here, but I start air dodging because whatever, you know, he can't do anything. If I DI on stage, you know, if he reads this air dodge, what is he going to do? Like drop down and back air me, which doesn't really combo into much at this point. And that's the one grab I miss. And then he goes for a down throw forward air there, but either way, I DI'd in specifically so that even if he gets this forward air, I will be fine. But I actually just jump out of it. Because I'm only at 55, like that's not high percent at all. But he has me at 66, and I'm like, okay, time to like regain my composure. So there I get another forward tilt into dash attack, or the other one was in air, and so I shield that, get up attack, because I knew he was going to do it because of before, and so I get the grab, and that's going to be 12%, including the pummels. And if the thing is, if you go above Samus while she's charging here, so if you go above Samus while she's charging in this position, I can just react with shield up B, very similar to how Lucario can like shield up smash type of thing. So I just like charge and then up B, and I'm like, okay, well you're challenging me, because no one's going to go above Samus. Well, for the most part, you're not going to go above Samus to do a defensive option, because if that's the case, you'll just kind of drift away from Samus and let her get beam. So I get beam anyway, so he's at 116. I was really happy. And so this was the most important thing of the entire set, and no one noticed. So I get that jab, right? So I do Zare jab, and it breaks the grab. And you have to pay attention to my percent, because look what it goes. It goes from 66 to 69. So I knew at this point, I saw that, and I win the game, because I knew 69, you know, 69 is going to give me the win. So I go for this back air, because if he drops shield, it's going to kill him probably, unless he has like really, really good DI. So I go for that back air, bam. So I actually wait for it to try to get him to drop shield, but he just holds shield for longer. And so, bam, so that back air, he rolls in. He can't get a punish though, and at this point, his shield is really low. He didn't want me to shield poke him, so this is why he drops shield. He actually jumps. He tries to get out of that situation in the first place, but he can't. And this is really scary because also, if I shoot beam at this amount of shield, it breaks for sure. So he tries to jump because the jump would have beat out me shooting beam because it would have been too slow, but I go for back air instead. Look at that weird animation by Samus. So I go for the back air. Didn't expect it to kill, but it did, and then the pop off. So let me just give you guys the pop off with the audio.
Platform. He's got to get down from there, but instead he's going to take the back air.
He's done it.
ESAM pops off. ESAM has defeated Ally, destroyed his demon, and ended the Civil War.
Look at that shot.
Man, what is this movie about now?
Just for reference, so the pop-off analysis, okay. So hit him with the pop-off. Yes. Fuck yes. Fucking finally. Because I was just like, finally I beat a Mario. And so I wanted to throw something just because I had a lot of energy. And I didn't want to throw my controller, obviously, so I grabbed the Pikachu and I throw it. I meant to throw it higher, but in the moment I just kind of pelted it down. And I was like, let's fucking go. And then I saw this camera right there. So I actually started staring at it. And then I go for the handshake, and he gives me his left hand, and I'm just like, yay. And then, actually, something that not a lot of people notice, so I'm just, like, super happy. I take the badge, and I'm like, hey, Team Ally, blah, and I throw it at the crowd, and everyone was like, ooh, because I'm just feeling myself at this point. And I'm so emotional at this point, just because, like, I prepared so much for him. I've been so worried about Mario's in general, and I end up eating the best one. So I actually, like, start, like, kind of crying a little bit, and you can actually see it. Like, I start, like, you know, I'm like, yeah, I finally did it. And so that's me crying. I don't cry for very long, but I'm just like, yay, I did, and I'm like, I fucking did it, yay. And Steesonator was there, and the good thing is, not a lot of people noticed because I have the sunglasses, so I don't like, not a lot of tears came out, but either way, and yeah, that is going to be about it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, social media, Panda, and partner stuff is down below, and I will see you all next time. Oh, bye-bye.